For quite a long time, if not ever, I've been fascinated by outer space. For me, the fact of placing oneself in an unimaginable big universe seems unreal, while being conscious that it is in fact very real, generates a contrast, a discrepancy where the mind can travel through. That is what makes it exciting for me to make this project. I'm here playing in the void. I'm interested in working with photography as a poetic medium, that means to me, describing the world through metaphors. Accentuating that those metaphors come out in an uncalculated way, leading to a more open, less rigid, core in my intentions and meaning. The other function I chose was photography for scientific research, and considering my motivation, specifically, astrophotography. I don't know how to conduct scientific research, so I don't use it in this project as such. In the project it appears reflected in my ideas and images. I drew my inspiration from photographers and scientists. It began with a project I called Moon, that I also printed. Messier 31 would be the second part of a trilogy. Then I researched the image bank of the Hubble Space Telescope. I wanted to find pictures of open star clusters. I found these that are located in the Andromeda Galaxy. I thought of many ways on how to make the pictures of those pictures. Guided by intuition, they ended up next to the leaves that reminded me of stars together in the night sky. I knew I wanted to do black and white photos on a large format camera. My work process does not start before the actual realization of the project. I start making and let the ideas influence me on the way. In that regard, I don't really work making sketches and sometimes work without making trials. The way I choose is the way I go while doing it. I began taking the portraits because I wanted to continue the line from the previous publication, Moon. I knew that I wanted the models to stare at a space between the lens and the light, giving the impression that they are firmly looking at emptiness. Then the same happened with the still lifes. The tinfoil over which the images of the stars are, when photographed, makes me think of a portal of some sorts. I added pictures taken not in a studio setting but that I had captured in the past with a medium format camera. I thought they would add more space to the narrative. I think it gives naturality to the whole story. The second portraits I made in Lima. Playing around, I put the one of my father in the series, just before Rebecca was about to give me feedback. She saw something I didn't, that there was an arch created between the photos of the younger people in contrast with the older one, like a life cycle that vibed in harmony with the whole concept of the project. I decided to add the self-portrait to support that image. I wanted to have an image that could speak more in general terms. I decided to photograph an image of the galaxy through a projector. I decided to leave the projector in the image because I think it spoke about the fact that our culture, observes the universe, and photography and images are an essential part of that. I wanted to make a series of photos and a text that didn't give answers but instead encourages to question and wonder. I want this project to be interpreted in an open way. It doesn't matter that much to me if people come up with different viewpoints, and I don't expect anyone to get my message. I did this for myself. I did it because I need to do it. I asked for feedback from 3 professionals. Gabriel Ventura, a Catalan poet, Melissa Schreek, a Dutch photographer, and David Butler, the astrophysicist that in a way directly inspired the concept of this publication. David, the scientist, did not answer my questions, but enjoyed the project and thanked me for sharing it with him. I had a long chat with Melissa. She told me to not get attached to images until I finished editing. Gabriel, the poet, wants to take more time to give me an answer. Apart from the publication, I want to make 60 by 50 cm prints in the darkroom for an exhibition. In this exhibition, I also want to show a video where I'm taking the portraits. This video's audio will be taken from David Butler's video on the Andromeda Galaxy.